right, here we are. How is everyone? I am so glad. I'm so glad we don't have a lot of people here. Kids, I literally walked through the door. I swear I walked through this door. Gonna get my media assets together. We got one person here. I think that must be Mr. Stevens. Let me do this. And I'll bring here. Good evening, Autumn. Good girl. Girl. When I tell you I walked through the door, I literally just walked through the door. I literally just walked through the door, baby. You guys, come on through. Keep me company while I get these media assets ready. Give me a second. Mr. Stevens, how are you? Talk to me. Please.
I'm fine.
If I don't look at you, baby, it's because I'm trying to get these assets. Baby, I literally walked through the door.
It's okay. Yeah, I know. I had a crazy evening myself. I went to some pride events for the area I'm in, and they fed us some food for their way of thanking us for last week because I volunteered. And my favorite, and my favorite Aquarius friend in Colorado, he messaged me. And you know what, Miss Ronnie? I noticed that my intuition is starting to get better. Like, I'll think of a person and then they freaking text me. I'm like, what is going on? Does that happen to you?
Sweetheart, that's why I read cards. Yes, baby.
And, and because one day, and I told you this a couple of months ago, one day I was thinking of you all day, and then you turned around and you messaged me. I'm like, oh my goodness, my intuition is getting better.
Baby, there ain't nothing like being in alignment, sweetie. There's nothing like being in alignment.
And I'm a Pisces too.
We got Autumn up in here. Y'all keep me company as I'm trying to get these media assets together. Baby, baby, baby. She was
Hi, love. How you doing?
So Autumn, I gotta ask you a question. I think you're intuitive, right? Aren't you?
Yes.
So how does it work for you? Like, how do you get your messages? I mean, like, say for instance, like if you think of like a cousin or something, like how and your cousin just texts you or something. So when does the hit come to you? I just want to know.
You know what? It hits me. It hits me right away. Me and my daughter, I have a daughter, and me and her, my oldest daughter, we are so much in alignment. Like, she's very spiritual too. Like, I believe she's stronger than me. And I could be like, sit here. I'll be like, Dad, I wonder what Jasmine doing, or whatever, in my head. And the phone will ring. I said, girl, get out my head. And that's all the time. That is all. It don't matter what time of the day. It could be late at night. It could be early in the morning, in the afternoon, and she'll call.
Oh my goodness.
And she will call me, yes. Or she'll pop up at my door. And like, I'll just have a thought of her and she'll just pop up.
That's crazy.
And she get on my last nerve. She get on my last, it ain't like she my favorite. She get on my last nerve, but we always in alignment like that. Yeah, it always happens
good.
like that.
Yeah, because I noticed like last year or whenever I was talking to my friend Elliot, he's a Pisces like me. And I was going to my car or something, and I laughed or something. So I talked to him later that day. He was like, you know what? I thought about you today. And it was probably that moment when I laughed. He was thinking of me then. I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Yes. It'd be weird for me too. I'd be like, oh my God. I said, girl, she'll bust out laughing. Talk about, Mom, I need $5. Or she'll ask, or she'll just be talking about what's going on in her apartment building or whatever. And I'll be like, I was just thinking about you. And she talks, oh yeah.
So Miss Ronnie, on a serious note, I wanted to ask you your opinion about something. This is national news. Do you think that Savannah Guthrie is alive, in your opinion?
No.
I knew that she wasn't.
I
I
don't
think
think she's a Mike.
No,
Yeah.
and you know what? And like, wait a minute. And first off, okay, it's gonna have to be what it's gotta be because it's y'all. First off, this one. Let me say this. I don't take the time. I don't take yours time for granted at all. You know.
Uh-huh.
With that being said, so today is Sunday. And let me tell you what happened. So today is Sunday, and what had happened was that today I didn't have anything on the book.
Mm-hmm.
Out of nowhere, a couple of my guys called up. Ronnie, can you hook me up? Can you hook me? Yes, I can. I'm like, okay, meet me at the salon. What turned into 4 cuts, I got there at about 2. I didn't leave. I didn't leave until about 8. I didn't leave until 8 p.m. Now, on one regard, I'm very grateful. The thing is, though, is that I was like, y'all, I gotta get going. And like, I can't say everything to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, so my one is like, well, what do you gotta go? I'm like, listen, y'all, this don't mean nothing to you. But today is a Gemini Super Moon and it's a dark moon. And wait a minute, and they go, oh, there she go with that witchy shit. I'm like, that witchy shit is the reason why you guys keep coming back. So that was that. And so I say all that to say this. I apologize because I
Don't worry.
to do a nice show for you. No, I try. Thing is though, is that like if I said 10 o'clock, I don't know who would show up, and I mean 9 at this point in Chicago time, I'm still pushing, but I might have to push back. It's just gonna have to be what it's gonna be. Point is that going back to Savannah, I'm gonna say this. That I don't believe that woman is still with us. I do not believe that woman is still with us, and I do believe that it was a male relative that is more involved than anything else, and it's a younger male relative. I can tell you that right now. I'm gonna say that right now, and yeah.
We on the same page.
Greetings, love. Well, I'm sorry. What did you say, Autumn?
I was saying, me and you on the same page. I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
I thought that, like in the very beginning, I knew after a couple days went by, I said she gone.
No. If wait a minute, and I'm not trying to make this racial. I'm just saying it the way it comes through, and that is this: white women are the most protected species on the planet, and when you cannot find a white woman, oh baby, she's gone.
Mm-hmm.
That woman is gone. That woman is gone. And I'm gonna say this: it strikes me that her daughter, like, I mean, I don't know how I would react, but the reactions, what I'm seeing from her, is not congruent with somebody.
Ooh, yes, baby, yes.
It's not congruent with somebody who's lost their mother. I'm just gonna say that much.
Yes, indeed.
It's not, I couldn't be on camera, and Mama's over here business as usual. It don't do that for me. It's not giving it for me. It's not.
You know what? I hate to take it to a dark place, and we can go to another subject from after what I say. In Hollywood, it's a lot of sacrificing going on. A whole lot. And the closest one to you, that's the bigger reward. That's the biggest reward. Now, a whole lot of people been sacrificed and killed and all kind of shit, and I'm gonna tell you, that's what made me think about the daughter as well. You know what I mean? She tried to, make it seem as though everything was, she was so concerned. But I'm an outsider. You know what I mean? But I just didn't see it in the media or nothing. She was too contained. Yeah. And it seemed like it was fake. Like, the concern was fake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, y'all done killed that woman for money. And I believe her daughter was a part of it for, her career and all that. And I'm just telling that's what I got from it.
See, and here's the thing, Autumn. Like, I would hate to think that would be, because I mean, yeah, she's a nationally known figure, but like Savannah Guthrie is not. She's no Oprah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know how much money would be involved to where you would sacrifice your mother. You know what I'm saying?
You be surprised, baby. You be surprised. Like, I go deep in that kind of stuff. I'm like, the spiritual thing. The darker it is, I want to know why. What's the reward for you? What's the sacrifice? All that kind of stuff. I look into the good and the bad, and I know with Hollywood, just like that, just like what's her name, Jennifer Hudson. They saying she sacrificed her whole family because her talk show is just as corny as it can be. She ain't no Wendy Williams. She ain't. I mean, I guess you could. I could take her or leave her. But like, once that happened, she blew all the way up. Yep. She blew up, and yep. and as far as that talk show go, to me, I don't. If she just don't do it for me. It was like, you did it for more exposure, for whatever. I believe that. I believe a lot of people don't want to believe that because the majority of us love our families and our friends, and that's some real deep, dark shit. But once they get involved with that Hollywood shit, and if you want to be a certain thing, it's a sacrifice. And I've been open on this channel. I went to go see somebody in New York City for a friend of mine. I went for an answer. I needed to know an answer about something. I paid my money. I bought the liquor, the cigarettes, the whole nine that I needed to bring. And this person was dark. Didn't know the person was dark till I got there. I said, okay, I'm already covered. So let's go. Let's see what these shenanigans is about. And the first thing he said to me, once the spirit came through, the spirit said, well, what you going to give me? Now, I can give you anything you want, but what you going to give me? See, so I already know how that goes. And I told him I ain't giving you shit. And either you going to give me the answer or I'm going to leave up out of here. I was there from 6 o'clock at night till 6 o'clock in the morning. Now, during those hours, a lot of things transpired. I got some knowledge. And the man told me, he said, I like you because you're not afraid. I said, no, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of you. And I ain't afraid of these entities that's coming through in this room. I came for one specific thing. And you said you can't give it to me. So, I was done with it. But the show was cute. And I brought my ass on home. But one thing I know about that dark side is real. If you desperate enough to go there, you're going to get everything you want. But know this, it's still a price to pay.
I was going to say that.
See, with that, you have to keep giving.
No free lunch.
You got to keep giving. And that's the part that people with money, people without money, they just want what they want. But when you mess with them people over there, they gonna give you what you want now, but it's a price to pay.
And see, here's the thing for me, Autumn, and this is okay. And this is like where like my discernment comes in. You know, in the shit that I do, you know, I'm in and out of different circles and stuff like that. And I hear people like, oh, he's very powerful, or you know, he's doing this, he's doing that, you know, and like the perception that other people have, I just don't feel it.
Mhm.
And my thing is like, if this individual is so damn powerful, why are they riding in a Honda?
Mhm.
You know, why are they taking the bus? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to me, like, you know, and I'm not trying to be ignorant or nothing like that, but it's just like, you know, to me, in what they delve in, power always is equated with money. And if I don't see those correlations, Now I'll tell you this. Now I'll tell you this. Now Friday, I had to do an event, and here's the thing: working for a billionaire, a billionaire is not your issue. The friends of a billionaire are the problem. Friends
Mhm.
of a billionaire are a problem because they think because by proximity they are the billionaires. To make a long story short, this party was supposed to be over at midnight. This party did not get done until 3:30 in the morning. And the billionaire wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? So these people feel like they act in the way they feel. They acted in the way they would act as if they was the billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So when
Mhm.
it comes to that, like you know, I'm just gonna keep it at that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody to me that is in touch with such power, I would think that you would take care of your humanly needs first. You know,
Absolutely.
and when I don't see that, I'm like, okay, you playing yourself for a fool then. That's
Yeah.
you know, and that's me, you know. But with all that being said, um, and, if you guys read the description, get a piece of paper, a pen, get your candle, get a fireproof something, because we're gonna do a releasing ritual. And when I get into it, I'll tell you why today it was very important for me to get on here in a timely fashion. I did not want this night to go by. So you go ahead and get what you need. And let me get into it. And I'm gonna drop you guys both, okay?
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead, bye.
Thank you for
All right.
sharing,
See
baby.
you later.
Thank you for sharing. All right. I'll bring you guys back up if you all want to. All right. So anyway, okay, y'all. Again, if you came in late, please do all the things, like the video, all that madness. I'm sorry. I'm very ill prepared. I literally walked through the door. To make a long story short, y'all, today is a very, very special night because tonight we have got a dark moon. We've got a dark moon before a very rare Gemini super moon. So we got this, we got a lot. Hold on, we got a lot. So generally new moons, people think that they're ready to, they think about manifesting and stuff like that. But tonight, this isn't about bringing something in. Tonight is about making room. Tonight brings the dark moon. And this is one of the most powerful moments in a lunar cycle. This is a dark moon is the in between space, a space between what was and what could be. The dark moon is a sacred pause. It's right before a seed is planted. Uh, uh, it's the breath before, before the next chapter begins. All right. So before abundance can come into our lives, we need to release something. Before new opportunities roll in to find us, old energy has got to move out. Before a new beginning can take root, the past has got to loosen its grips. And that's what tonight is all about. Tonight is about surrender. Tonight is about reflection. So while I'm talking, I want you all to take an honest look at what has been taking space in your life. Not what you want more of, but what you're finally ready to let go. So ask yourself this question. What am I still carrying that no longer belongs in my future? What is it that you all are carrying that no longer belongs in your future? Write it down. Take that piece of paper and write it down. Whatever it is, whatever it is. What fears, what habits, what beliefs? Oh, here we go. What relationships? What relationships? Or what stories have you outgrown? What becomes possible when we stop dragging yesterday into our tomorrow? Whatever it is, let it wither, let it fall away. We got to clear our energetic space. We got to clear our emotional space. We got to clear our spiritual space, because after midnight, something very powerful begins. The Gemini Super Moon, the Gemini Super New Moon is going to arrive. And this is going to be one of the most influential new moons of this year, because this moon is physically going to be closer to the earth than any typical new moon, And it's going to amplify our intentions. It's going to amplify our possibilities. And the seeds that we already planted for our future, those are going to get this lunation. So that's what makes this night so special. What makes it special is the timing. I need you all to pay attention to this part, what I'm going to tell you right now. This new moon arrives during the opening chapter of Uranus in Gemini. This cycle, this Uranus in Gemini, only comes around once every 84 years. The last time Uranus traveled through Gemini was during the 1940s. And look at what happened. The world changed. Televisions entered our homes. Computing technology began to emerge. Air travel expanded. The way people communicated was transformed. Yeah, information started moving faster than ever before in the 1940s. Entire systems were rewritten. And now here we are. 84 years later, standing at the beginning of another Uranus-Gemini cycle. Astrologically, Uranus is the awakener. Uranus, it brings the breakthroughs. Uranus brings the innovations, the liberations, the surprises. The kind of change that shakes you awake. Now, Gemini rules the communication. It rules the learning. It rules the ideas, the technology, the choices, and the stories that we tell ourselves about who we are. And when you put those two energies together, the messages become very, very clear. A new conversation is beginning. And not just in the world, but in your life. So this supermoon is asking, what future are you ready to speak into existence? What story are you ready to stop repeating? What possibility Are you finally ready to believe it? This energy right here, it's going to touch everyone. But the mutable signs, they're going to feel it the strongest. So right off the bat, for my Geminis, this is your reset. Geminis, this is for you. This is your reset. This is the chance to redefine who you are and where you're headed. Life is asking you to stop introducing yourself as the version that you no longer want to exist. So Geminis, start acting like you know. My Virgos, brace yourselves, baby. Virgos, brace yourselves for a career shift. Brace yourselves for visibility. Brace yourselves for opportunities for like long-term growth, because that is on the table. People may begin to see you differently, but the question is, for my Virgos, are you ready to see yourself differently? Okay. Clip this. That's to generate a clip. So clip this. Sagittarius, relationships. Those are going to come into your focus. Some of your connections are going to get deeper. Others are going to release. Other relationships, they're going to reveal their limitations. So pay attention to who is walking beside you as you step into this next chapter. All right, those for my Sagittarius. Clip this. Pisces. During this lunation, your home, your family, your emotional healing, your inner foundation, they are all being highlighted. You're being asked to build your future on something stronger than survival. And wait a minute. And for my okay, so for my Libras and my Aquarians, which I am my air signs, the air signs may feel this energy strongly as well. All right. But now for Libras, conversations, networking, learning, new opportunities, those could open the doors that you didn't even know were there for you. Okay. Clip this. Aquarius. Aquarians, you are going to have some creative breakthroughs, fresh ideas, renewed inspiration. You know, they may remind you of what's possible when you stop playing small. For everyone, this supermoon is going to support new beginnings and fresh starts, abundance arriving through unexpected doors. A majority of us think of abundance as money. I need you all to reframe that. Do we have abundance of health? Do we have abundance of time? Do we have abundance of security? Do we have abundance of friends? Do we have abundance of goals and ideas? I know I live in the real world too. I work my tail to the bone trying to make ends meet. But that doesn't mean that I can't be grateful for what I do have abundance in. All right. So we gotta keep that together. You gotta reframe abundance. And if what I'm saying is like, okay, Miss Ronnie, yeah, whatever, but I still got a bills paid. In the chat, I want you all to write it. Write this in the chat. Money comes to me freely and easily from expected and unexpected sources. Money comes to me freely and easily from expected and unexpected sources. Excuse me, y'all. So I'm going to keep going. So again, this lunation for everybody, bold ideas that change the direction of your lives, those are going to come through. Love, for a lot of people, love is going to find you. We're going to stop chasing it, and love is going to come our way. Blessings that we never saw before, they are coming to us. Meaningful conversations, powerful connections, and the courage to choose a different path is under this lunation. But you all got to remember, that manifestation it's not just about asking. It's about alignment. It's manifestation is about becoming available for what we're trying to call in. And that's why tonight matters. This dark moon is our invitation to release. The super new moon is our invitation to begin. Most people are going to treat tomorrow like it's going to be any other day. But for those of us that pay attention, we know better. This isn't just another new moon. It's the first Gemini new moon of an entirely new 84-year Uranus Gemini cycle. The seeds planted now not only shape how do I say this? The seeds planted now may not only shape the next month, they may influence the directions for the years ahead. I'm sorry, I wish I was a little bit more prepared. The question, okay, we're not going to question how powerful this new moon is. The real question is if we are finally ready to make room for it. Now, at this point, if you got your piece of paper and your pens ready, just let me know in the chat if you got your pen and paper ready, because I want you all to make a list of the things that you are ready to let go. And when you are ready, put "I'm ready" or give me a heart in the chat so we can go further. Please. In the meantime, let me look at these back. You know what, y'all? It never fails. The moment I try to go live, that's when all these messages come through. And baby, it is 10 p.m. on a Sunday. What you got? Share. Okay, Miss Allen is ready. Anybody else? Where's Mr. Stevens? Where's Martha? We got 4 people. Okay, I guess not. All right. Okay. So with that, where am I at? Where are we? Where's my media assets? Okay, there we go. All right. I guess it's going to be all right, Martha. You're okay. So listen. So here's the thing. When we okay, here it goes. When we do releasing, we're going to fold the paper away from us. We're going to fold it so the crease of the paper should be facing you. So when you fold it, you want to keep folding it away. We're pushing it away. When you manifest, it's the different direction, okay? Okay? So for me, I wrote down, I'm going to release scarcity thinking. I'm going to release bad health habits. I'm going to release bad money-making decisions. I'm going to release procrastination. I'm going to release playing small. All right. So, and then for me, I know a little something. My paper was anointed. I got a little holy oil on there. I'm anointed it. So again, I'm folding it away from me. I'm folding it away from me. I'm folding it away from me. Okay. There we go. So I got it. Just gonna make it like a little twig. All right. Hold on, let me see if I can. I do a little something right here. Oh. There it is. Oh, wait. There we go. All right. And where's my little cauldron? Okay, y'all can see that? Y'all can see that? So when you're ready, here we go. And if you're ready, you got your candle and you got your fireproof. Yes, Mother. Yeah, we're not playing small. We're not playing small. Okay. So now, if you're ready and you're ready to burn these things that we no longer want. Hold on. Let me see if I can do something real fast. Shit, I thought maybe that would help. Okay. So we're going to take it and I'm burning it. All right. And now we're going to pray. And I'm keeping it right here by my cauldron because I do not want this place to go up in flames. There we go. And here we go. Divine presence. Tonight we release what we've outgrown. There we go. Everything heavy, everything stuck, everything we've been carrying that no longer matches where we're going. We don't take it with us. We don't drag it forward. We let it go. And as this burns, we're not losing anything that is meant for us. We're clearing space for what is aligned, what is real, what is next. We're choosing clarity over confusion. We're choosing peace over pressure, alignment over attachment. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Kiki, hey baby. John, we just did our burning ritual, baby. If you go past, if you rewind the video, you can go ahead and do it. So that is that. So that is that. That's it, y'all. That's all we got. That is our ritual for this night. I'm going to drop the link. Kiki said I'm always late, but you're not late, baby. But hold on, Kiki. Hold on. Give me a second. Where's my link? Okay, here it is. Kiki, click the link. Click the link and come on up. You ain't got to do the camera. But y'all, anybody want to come up and discuss what we did? And if you want to talk about what you released, you don't have to. We you know me, I do not ask anybody to bring up anything that they do not want to talk about. Not on this internet. But yes. Any thoughts? And as far as that prayer goes, I'll put in the description. I'll put the prayer in the description if you want to go. Hold on, Mr. Stevens coming through. There we go. Yes, my darling.
Yeah, so it's something that stuck out to me is for me as a Pisces when you said build your future on something stronger than your survival. That hit deep for me. And as you were saying, money comes to me easily from unexpected and expected sources. I felt the power. The only thing is I don't have a candle. I don't have a candle. But I really felt, and I wrote down some of the stuff that I needed to let go, the relationships, more like it. And I mean, but I did feel something as you were talking, and I really felt like, I am going to experience something from this moon, or this super moon. So,
yeah, Michael, thank you. Michael, and while I got you up here, baby, let me just say this, Michael. I want to thank you always so much for being so transparent, and you are never afraid. You are never afraid to put your vulnerabilities out there, and that is the one thing that I love about you, is the fact that you have faith that this is going to be a safe. Wait, where am I? Oh shit! I'm still burning that candle. Okay, it's just like, and it's the one thing. It's the one thing. Oh, wait a minute, Miss Martha. Good night, Martha. Good night. Have a beautiful 5-day work cycle, love. Thank you for coming through, Mama. Thank you, baby. Listen, when it comes to my mods, I'm telling you right now, I was on the train where I'm like, oh, I'm coming. I gave them the link. So with Miss Yvette and Miss Martha and Miss Sarah White Rabbit, if they don't show up, that's because that's on me. But as I was saying, Michael, I really appreciate the fact that you have faith that this is a safe space for you and stuff like that, because you are never afraid, Michael. You ain't never afraid to say what really is on your mind. And I appreciate that. The thing is that, like, when I'm on the train and I'm doing all that, and like I say, I got my Llewellyn daily planetary guide, and I'm writing all this shit down. And the thing is that when it came to that line where I said, oh Lord, what did I say? We're going to build, from a Pisces, we're going to build your future on something stronger than survival. That was true for Pisces, but I mean, I feel that it's true for a lot of folks. I feel that it's true for a lot of folks. And with this lunation, with this dark moon going into the Gemini super moon, I just felt like we've been doing this shit for far too long. It's been too long. It's been too long. And at this point, and especially with you, Pisces. And the thing is, Michael, I don't believe that there's anything that anybody can do to you. I don't believe that there's anything that anybody can say to you that has not been said or done to you before. And if that shit happens, baby, you've already lived through it. And if it does happen, it's your opportunity to, how do I say, break the cycle. It's like that worked on me once before, but this is not that time. And I am not that Michael. So you're going to have to come back and try again. And when you can do that, that's when you start that's when you flip the script. Because like I said, healing is not linear. Healing is secular. Okay, when that pattern repeats, and when you can make a detour from that other pattern, that's when you know that your healing is beginning. And like I said, it's just incremental. We're doing baby steps. And so, when it came to like the relationships, and especially for people that have been in survival mode for one reason or another, people that have been in that survival mode, they tend to think, well, if this person is nice to me, it's a difference. But baby, nice is not enough. Potential is not enough, sweetheart. In this era, in this season, we're not asking for potential. We need concrete evidence. All right, we've already done that. We've done that. We've put our eggs in a basket of potential, and we came back with omelets. Those eggs were not even safe, So yeah. So I'm glad that resonated with you. And you write it, you release it. And if writing it for you was enough, but like if you saw me burning, you could. It's Michael. It's not the act; it's the intention behind it. Just say. Want to give it up. The burning is the physical release. But if you're ready to give that up emotionally and spiritually, you ain't got to burn shit. You ain't got to burn up.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So,
right,
so
y'all.
but I wanted to
Go ahead.
ask you one thing.
Yeah.
And it's not important. How long does it take for you to get? Does it take you 2 hours? You said it takes you 2 hours to get from work to home. Oh my goodness.
No, wait. Okay, so wait a minute. No. CTA, Chicago CTA has been acting real ignorant.
Oh, okay.
Last week they were only running 4 cars per line.
Oh, okay.
So you got Saturday and Sunday, you got an entire city for 2
Uh-huh.
days trying to get places with only 4 rail cars. Right.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
And listen, baby. And listen, if I can find so and we got buses, but those buses, they take just as long as anything else. So like the train is the easiest for me.
Okay. Okay.
But
Well, look, Mr. Ronnie, you have a good
but
night and take care.
thank you, love. Thank you, baby. All right. All right, y'all. All right. So with that being said, baby, you know what? Wasn't the best, but I made it work. We made it enough. So with that being said, Miss Martha, Mr. Stevens, Kiki Laws. I don't know why you afraid to click that link, but one day we'll get you up on here. All right. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Thank you all. And keep your eye on what you want to release, because at this point in the game, it's not serving us. It's not serving us. We ready to let that shit go. We ready to let all that shit go. All right. So with that being said, again, when it gets too heavy, what do? We close our eyes and we ask the universe to show us how good it can be. All right. So with that being said, thank you so much for joining me. Y'all, I'll be throwing some content up during the week. You all stay blessed and keep your notifications on. So when I go live, you got it. Okay. And thank you, Marty's. Thank you, Miss Martha. Thank you. And y'all have a wonderful new 5-day work cycle coming through. Okay. Y'all stay blessed. Thank you, babies.